Hi, my name is Laura Joy. I've been trying to figure out how to film this without being arrogant and rude. But I am proud of this fact. So we just had a baby. Beautiful little girl. And I really love her a lot. So we had the birth without an epidural, and it's my first baby, so it was very scary. It was painful. And I asked for an epidural toward the end, but they said we were almost done, so knowing the end was coming soon helped me be like, okay, I'm just gonna be in pain for a little bit longer. It's gonna be fine. I mean, it probably helps that I have had this huge tooth problem situation going on through the whole thing. Half because of Corona, not being able to go to the dentist. We had so I got wisdom teeth. They're growing in towards the nerve, and I've literally woken up with huge splitting cluster headaches that they did usually go away either after I slept or at the end of the day, and I don't know why, but I'm sure praying to God really helped out. Actually, that's probably the only reason they stopped at all, because it was pain, and there was no reason, it seemed, for it to start and stop like it did. But I really wanted to do this as natural as possible, because I think that a child should have the best chance at life that they can, and I don't think that I do a good job when I don't feel things, and even no matter how painful it is, like, I don't respond to things the way I should if I don't know what I'm responding to, but the doctors really helped out a lot. I probably would have died if there were not doctors there, because I lost a lot of blood. And afterwards, I couldn't stand up and walk to the bathroom. I felt like vomiting. My ears popped. I was losing my vision. I was in alternate reality, that kind of like about to faint thing. But the people in the kitchen who brought me food, they basically saved my life. The nurses bring me water, and before the birth, I had orange juice and lots of crackers, and that really, I think, helped out a lot. We also drank a lot of Gatorade, and afterwards I drank a lot of Gatorade. This is like a full-on Gatorade commercial. I even said that then, like, this is the worst way to do this, but honestly the best Gatorade commercial. Oh my god. I don't usually like Gatorade. It's still probably not the best thing for a person, but it probably saved my life, because it's got sugar in it and stuff like that. Anyway, it's not a Gatorade commercial. Afterwards, I was, like, right after she came out, I slept for an hour. During the contractions, I slept when a contraction stopped. I slept until the next one. They did try to wake me up at first, but I was like, no, I am sleeping. I cannot handle this. Another thing is I was like gripping the side of the bed like a sword. And that really helped me cope with this. Also, I was yelling a lot. I didn't say swear words. I didn't make myself angrier than I needed to, and that really helped. Um, I try to have this attitude of, like, if I need to be here, we're going here and we're staying here. And then, if we need to move, we have to move completely and now. Honestly, sometimes I don't want to. It's kind of hard to describe that, but it's like, okay, so my hand is here. I want to just fling it all the way to Jupiter, but I need to tell myself I'm going to stop at this point. You know, it's really weird, but bah. So, breathing in certain ways really helped out. I always try to challenge when someone says something's impossible. I try to see if that's true for myself in my life. So, like, somebody was saying, well, it's nearly impossible for women to not push in labor without an epidural. We managed to not push until a certain time, and then I couldn't stop because it got very it was like my body was saying, no, we're not holding back anymore. Because I was trying really hard. I was trying really hard not to push out. Because I know something's supposed to happen. She's supposed to move down tubes a little farther until she reaches the right spot before she can come out. And if I push, she could get stuck in the flipping tube. I don't really understand this very well, but we did it. That doesn't really make sense to me that she would come out the flipping tube, but I need to look at that again. So afterwards, I've even got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so this is kind of a summary, but I should tell him. Afterwards, at the hospital, we basically stayed in bed for 2 days. So they kept us for 2 days, thankfully, because we had a lot of paperwork and a lot of stuff. Like, we're surprisingly put together for our situation. Like, it's weird. It's weird. Like, the amount of diapers we have, we didn't even pay for anything but one package, and we've got like 15 packages of diapers. And we don't really have friends. We just was from family members and his friends, so it's kind of odd. But I had to not do anything at all. But then I started getting a headache from just laying in bed all day. Literally a headache. And then I got up and I was walking around a little bit, and the headache went away, and then my muscles were stronger after just one time walking around the island thing on the pathway in the hospital. It was weird. So afterwards, we've gone home and we've not listened to the doctor, and we've done housework and walked around more, and we actually just went on a walk today. I don't know how far it was, but we went on a walk, and it was like one of those walks where I get home and I am amazed that I got home. And honestly, that's only because I was like, God, can you please help us get home? And every time we make it home. So I thank him for that. Yeah, so I would just encourage you to believe that you can do stuff. Challenge when someone says you can't do something, because it pays off. Like, honestly, don't after birth, like, listen to people. Don't be pushing yourself to vomit out your guts and stuff. No, don't do that. Just take it easy. Understand where your limits are. Understand how you can push your limits. Understand where you need to hold back. Really gives me a lot of confidence in being able to say, life is hard, but we're still alive, and we can get to the other side. I'm gonna have to pray. I need help a lot, but it's worth it, She's worth it. And just because you have an epidural doesn't mean that you're any worse off, I don't think. It's another life path. Is the way you understand the science. There's certain situations where it is better to have an epidural than to just try to go through it. Like if you have ulcers on there, or like for me, one fact about my body is that I don't have bad cramps with periods usually anymore. I did have irregular periods for a long time. I've had really bad acne, and it went away with the pregnancy, but I don't have bad cramps, and it's strange to me, I've had bad cramps. I've had gas. I've had, like the contractions, and her being in there, it felt like it was really bad gas. It's just my body saying I've got something inside of me that needs to get out. I've had that before. I've been in the bathroom wondering, am I going to die on the toilet just by myself alone? But for like diarrhea or constipation of some sort. And that's an embarrassing situation, but it's very similar. And I feel like I'm gonna die, but I got through it, and we're here. It's a very odd thing to talk about. I don't really want to talk about it. So, anyway, I hope I'm gonna be home soon. he wants to see our baby because he did not like us going out for such a long walk, and I completely understand he should think that way. Anyway, love you guys. I believe in you. And you're not over here, you're over here.